so I can't use the shop here yet. Please forgive me for interrupting your journey. I asked him what happened to Hauron. After my brother returned from his journey, how can I explain it? It all began when he volunteered to inspect an unusual rift that had appeared. Apparently, he'd seen something similar on his travels. That was where everything started to go wrong. With each passing day, my brother began acting stranger and stranger. He started to speak crudely and grow needlessly violent. Then one day, he just left. We trained together all the time, but I was too scared to do anything at first. After that, well, you saw it for yourself. He became a monster. Soon many others became like Hauron, and they began slaughtering each other. However, none could match my brother's martial prowess. I never thought I'd see his training used for such evil. For a short while, we all fell silent. Then Haru looked at me. Oh crap, I pressed the button too quickly. I practically worshipped my brother. He was always so noble, kind, and strong. He would help anybody who needed it without hesitation. That's why I wish to stop him now. I beg you, kill him, end his suffering. Haru's injury was no doubt affecting his ability to fight, but his will remained strong. You sure about that? None of this is easy for me. However, if nothing is done, Yangguan will become a ghost town, and my brother's sins are already too many. If he were in my position, he'd do the same thing. Haru's voice trembled slightly when he spoke. Well, are you sure that he can't be saved? I searched hard for another way, be it through medicine, magic, anything. But every road led to failure, nothing I could do helped. None in Yangguan who suffered the same fate as my brother could be brought back either. Haru's expression was filled with pain, but his grim acceptance of the situation only served to emphasize the strength of his resolve. There may still be a way. In Lingsheng Su, where my brother and I studied, people spoke of a legendary old man who may know how to resist this evil. But the stories about him were always vague, and besides, it would take many a day simply to reach the temple. Thank you again for agreeing to help. It must be fate for an acquaintance of my brother to show up during these dark times. For eyes so young, they seemed filled with exceptional resolve. I knew that I too would have to prepare myself for what lay ahead. Haru had made up his mind, now it was my turn. Hauron had fallen victim to malfestation, I had decided what to do. Better use this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have more than a few rounds. Haru led us into the forest where he said we would find Hauron. Here, this is where my brother and I used to train. The forest was eerily quiet, however I could feel unfriendly eyes following our every move. You came. Hauron stepped out from the shadows. Draw your weapon. I thirst for blood. Hauron breathed erratically like a possessed beast, and his eyes were filled with an insatiable bloodlust. He was ready to attack at any moment. Hauron, stop all of this, please! How are you? Give it up, you can't stop me. I was both shocked and sad to see what Hauron had become. I asked him how a warrior like him could lose control like this, and he froze. I may have looked like a decent human being, but I always knew that was not so. A dark shadow dwelled in my heart. I wanted to become like this, to crave the sight of blood, to know the ecstasy of tearing into flesh. These were the ravings of a madman. Clearly. I trained my body and mind to keep the darkness within from escaping. But the stronger I became, the stronger the conflict within me grew. Why did I seek strength? Why? Why? I knew why. Hauron readied his weapon and let out a terrifying howl. Do you think yourself a true warrior? Then prove it! Show me the darkness that lurks inside you! I've been using nightmare-based weapons for a while, so yeah. Pardon?
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Ha! Fine then, fuck you! How? I'm fine. I need another drink before I start another reading session. Alright. Halloran lay on the floor, defeated, my head throbbed, and the world spun. I wasn't sure if it was because of the adrenaline or the influence of the astral chaos. I had to decide what to do about Howron. Clearly, though, this is Ethan, so he's gonna show mercy, even though it might be the wrong decision. With a sharp rap to the head, I knocked Howron out. Howron! Despite everything, I couldn't bring myself to kill him. Ethan. As long as there was hope, I had to try to save him. Carrying the unconscious Howron, we made our way to Haryu's retreat. A deal. The road to Lingxing Su is long. We should prepare well. This fool could go wild again at any moment. Perhaps we should tie him up. Haryu helped me prepare for the journey ahead. Even Mitsurugi did his part. I left the retreat to find horses. My head throbbing with pain, I thought about Yangguan, heading to the Lingxing Su meant giving up on the astral fissure. Suddenly, I heard a voice behind me. What do you intend to do with the outsider? A man dressed in black was standing with striking distance. I hadn't even noticed him approached. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell him the truth. Perhaps you don't have anything to do with... Never mind. You must have taken leave of your senses to attempt to help an outsider. That thing is no longer human, and its mind is not its own. How do you plan on traveling in company with a rabid beast? Let us make a deal. I have medicine that will temporarily suppress the evil gnawing at the heart of this outsider. It is yours, if you agree to meet me at a place of my choosing after you finish your task. Sure, why not? I know that Grove's trustworthy-ish. Very good. However, I must warn you that if you renege, the price you pay will be great indeed. What does that mean? We will be watching you. But you have done what you must do. When you have done what you must do, head west to Corena. You will find a ruined castle. What you seek lies there. Oh, and come alone. Do you not understand that you are but one of many who seek it? Make haste! With those final words, the man simply vanished. You can now employ the services of Yangguan's recruitment agency. There you will find a wide selection of mercenaries you can hire for gold. If you run into a difficult mission, consider employing the services of a mercenary. Mercenaries are NPCs that can help you on missions. A contracted mercenary will fight in the place of the player for one mission. Contracting a mercenary. Before starting a mission, press the select mercenary and select the character you wish to use. Mercenary will fight your opponent before you, and if they win, you beat the mission. However, if you lose, you'll have to fight as normal. You can supply mercenaries with weapons and food you have collected. This lets you put weapons that don't match your style to good use. We also have all this extra stuff. Always takes a long ass time to load up the weapons menu. Alright, the Flamberge is not as awesome as my current weapon, but I prefer to use that for now to try and get myself back on track to use Siegfried style more often. Because Nightmare style is a pain. I mean, I can do it, I just don't like to do it. So I'll use the Flamberge for now. What frig are these, so... Things were slowly returning to normal in Yangguan. As I walked through the town, I saw a man, possibly a merchant, who was being assailed by a group of masked ruffians. Desperate, he sought my help. I did not equip anything. Okay. Who are you? Huh? What are you doing? I heard voices coming from an alleyway up ahead. It sounded like trouble. A man dressed like a merchant came running out moments later. His slight form and hesitant gait made it clear he was not the source of any violence. Oh, thank goodness! A warrior! Please, save me! The merchant moved to cower behind me just as a masked man stepped out of the alley. I found a weapon pointed at me. Hand him over, or you'll regret it. No thanks. I think I'm just going to kick your ass. Because that's what I usually like to do, eh, Ethan? Help the helpless? Well, Xavier would probably cure the... No, feed the sick, cure the poor, pat the hungry on the head. That's the line.
Battle 1. Fight!
Only vertical attacks, eh? That's easy.
No more half measures. Battle 2. Fight!
The fuck what just happened there?
Ready? This is all I got. Here goes.
I couldn't finish the move. Oh well, I'm just glad to be back in Siegfried style for now. Ah, I owe you a great debt. Please, let me make it up to you somehow. The man introduced himself as Zihan and led me to a tea house by a waterway. I was not reading this right. My family's business is in connecting mercenaries with clients. We also help people find bodyguards and the like. To cut to the chase, we're not exactly legitimate, so we operate our front to keep our more lucrative business out of sight. And just so you know, we're called the Five Rings. We run this city, or at least we used to. Xian sighed and sipped at his tea. In our line of work, violence is only natural, right? Well, our syndicate is accustomed to dealing with it, and pretty good at dishing it out too, but recently our father, Kan Wang, disappeared. Kan Wang, a name I was familiar with. As you can probably guess by looking at me, I'm not one for fighting, so I don't command the respect that my father did. Since he went missing, my men have been deserting in droves. Gosh damn it. It seems like Zihan would never stop complaining, so I interrupted by asking about the masked man. Oh, he's one of the Silver Tigers. That's Ling Pei's gang. They run a town a few days' journey from here, and they have a real grudge against my father. They'll take any chance they can get to cause trouble. I know they've still got plenty of tricks in store for us, but I'm glad you were there to foil them today. Thanks again. Zihan smiled at me. He certainly didn't act like the heir of a powerful crime family. I couldn't help but feel worried about him. I felt a connection between us, at least because of Kan Wang, and decided to check up on him again if the opportunity presented itself.
surges in your body.
Nice, level 16. Flowering tea, high quality. Nice. Not really much of a tea drinker, though. Oh yeah, Thomas again. Thomas didn't seem like the brightest firework in the sky, so it hardly came as a surprise to learn that he had gotten into trouble with the Ming Empire. So of course he did. Only kicks are effective. Oh shit, if I had eaten that one food. Sure, let's get an extra XP boost. The Ming Empire was known far and wide as a center of trade. Once at the height of its wealth and power, it even built a grand fleet that sailed as far as Africa. However, the empire was now a shadow of its former glory. Its once bustling harbors now lay still and silent. Get your hands off me! I haven't smuggled anything! I recognize that voice. It was that of Thomas the Merchant. I'm going to need to see some proof. If you can give me a little something to show me you mean, well, then maybe I won't arrest you. Give you something? Ah, you want me to bribe you! Keep your voice down, you idiot. The guards bound Thomas and began to beat him with the butts of their spears. I had to stop them. Yes, good idea, because those guys are assholes. Granted, Thomas, you should know when to keep your mouth shut. This is what happens when you mess with a friend of Thomas. Or even just a friend of Ethan, I should actually say. Because Thomas is the one that's being messed with. Still, how the fuck did that stain get on my shirt? I don't remember having that. Aha! There we go. I got him. Grr. If you defy me, then you defy the Ming Empire itself. What's all the commotion over here? Your Excellency, what are you doing here? Excuse me, good sir. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, good sir. These officers here were just trying to get me to bribe them. You fools! My dear travelers, allow me to offer my deepest apologies for the trouble you've been caused. Oh, no need to apologize. This sort of thing happens all the time. Looks like you saved me again, friend. This is the perfect opportunity to pay you back for your help that fateful day. Just as I promised. I've got something real special here that you're bound to like. Thomas produced a small bundle and pressed it into my hands. Go on, take it. It's yours. You know, I actually could still use your help. Truth be told, I'm looking to get into the tea business, and the market's just taken a huge hit. I'd like to buy up as much as I can now while the price is still low. Okay, maybe if I help you, you'll be able to give me better. Wow, I can really corner the market with this much. I'm going to be swimming in profit. Thomas left in high spirits, laughing jovially and beaming in delight. Just be careful, I did give you a lot of money, which means that I might have also accidentally led a lot of people to follow you. Player points, 110 XP, style points, 4 XP. Well, I couldn't get that much style if kicks were only effective. And I didn't get any reward money. But I did get some nutmeg, cardamom, ginger, and turmeric ale in high quality. The fuck? What is this? A bounty for scoundrels, eh? Why not? Ow.
Stands in your way.
Another fucking lizard man. Well, time to kick the lizard man's ass. Pardon. Quit sidestepping me.
Watch this. Still going.
Stop it.
Time's up.
Seriously?
The soul
This
of the
fucking
warrior
lizard man.
now lays here to rest.
Oh, this motherfucker kept sidestepping. I don't care about people commenting on this fucking thing. I'm still gonna do it. Oh, shut up! Ah. It's just one guy. She's still meowing. She really wants Trevor to let her in.
One. Fight. Take this. Watch this. Here it goes. Try this. That attempt. This is
Nope.
all I got.
Ha! I'm stabbing you.
Fight. Try this. Try this. Watch this. Here it goes. No mercy.
Gosh damn it! There we go. Seriously, dodging my attacks. It's so mean. Cool, Graham level 12. See? That's what I needed. That'll cost a lot of gold. Yeah, we'll just end expedition for now. Departure. Preparations complete. All that was left to do was depart. Howron was silent. The medicine had put him into some sort of deep, deep slumber. Hey, Ethan. Did Howard tell you the news? According to Mitsurugi, the chaos in Yangguan had abated. I'll be staying in Yangguan. A ship should leave for Japan eventually. It seemed this was where Mitsurugi and I would part ways. I want to go with you, but with this injury, please help my brother. Haoyu said as we saw us off as we left for Ling Shingsu. So long, Ethan. Until we meet again. Safe journey, and take care. Meow. Seriously. Interrogations. I headed towards Ling Shingsu with the comatose Haoran in tow, but ran into a group of soldiers on the road. Given my situation, the last thing I needed was any trouble, but that's what I got. Well, let's go change our weapon to that new greatsword we got, the Gram. Gram's always an awesome weapon. Bow! And it's one that is also synced with my stuff. And it gives me some soul gauge recovery, too. That's awesome. Hey! Stop there! You came from Yangguan, right? Everyone leaving Yangguan must submit to a thorough investigation. What's that you have there? Show me at once. Before I had a chance to protest, the soldier ripped open the cloth, revealing Haoran. What the? Master Haoran? What did you do? You'll pay for this! Seize him! There's only one of you. That's not gonna happen. Trust me.
Battle 1. Fight! This is
Well, that works out just as well.
Battle 2. Fight! Do this! Now! No mercy!
Ah. You decided to block my fucking critical, so I'm just gonna do that. Break your arm pads off. Your shoulder pads, I mean. You know what I meant! Damn you! You're too strong! In an attempt to calm the soldier, I told him I was a friend of Haoyu's. I explained what happened to Haoran and what I was hoping to do. So, he's not dead? It's all so hard to believe. But you're right, he has a pulse! Master Haoran taught me martial arts. Haoyu's a friend too. The soldier went quiet for a while, then nodded slightly and put away his sword. Okay, I believe you. You can go. Master Haoran's fate is in your hands. What's going on back here? Yeah, I won't say. The mysterious old man, though. According to Haoyu, Ling Shingsu was nearby, however, neither it or any monks were to be seen. Without warning, the pain in my head grew almost unbearable. Are you okay? It was an old white-haired man. This is not good. Stay still. Vadrasu Sva. I don't know if I said that right. Does that feel a little better? How the old man was able to ease my pain, I don't know, but I thanked him profusely. On second glance, this is no ordinary old man. He had piercing blue eyes and appeared in peak physical condition. From his bearing, he was a powerful warrior. I recalled what Hao Yu had said about a legendary martial artist master who taught at the Lingsheng Su. Apparently, the master only left his meditations to pass on his knowledge. The man standing before me hit Hao Yu's description. He had to be the one I sought. Hastily, I told him everything what Hao Yu had told me, how Haoran became malfested, and about the medicine I received from the man in black. I see. As he listened to my story, his expression grew serious. Follow me. I need a fucking drink. Holy crap. A burden of fate. My journey led me to a temple constructed in a cave deep in the mountains, where an elderly man had a request for me. The man led me to a beautiful temple deep in the mountains, surrounded by clear, bubbling streams. Not a person was in sight. We entered a comfortable, if spare, stone room, and the man took his ease. Is there anything you would like to ask me? Well, what about his condition? It appears that the evil had not consumed him completely yet. I may be able to help you restore him. However, it is he who must cast off the darkness that has afflicted him. Only if his heart is strong enough can he be saved. And what about this medicine I gave him? It appears to be an ancient medicine from Western Europe. It could only have been made with knowledge long thought lost. Likely, only those who have inherited a long history and great purpose still possess the skill and knowledge to craft it. Alright, well, that's all I gotta ask. You are special. A great power sleeps within you. You have been swept up in a grand destiny, and where it will take you is uncertain. There is a young man here who has a similar fate. I would like you to spar with him. Confused though I was, I saw no reason to refuse his request. He had agreed to help save Haoran, so I happily accepted. Kilik, your next opponent awaits. Who's this? Fight, and perhaps the answer will become clear. As you wish, master. Gotta fight Kilik, that's awesome. Will they give us an intro or no? It'd be nice if they gave us an intro. Probably not, though, because they haven't done that for all the other characters I've fought.
Battle 1. Fight! Thank you for indulging me in this battle.
Yeah, no problem. If you'll actually fight me, though, I'm kind of kicking your ass.
No more half measures. Battle 2. Fight!
Okay, Kilik, I'm just getting you all soaked because you're not doing shit.
Try this.
Oh, now you actually do something.
This is all I got. No mercy. This is what the true fight is all about. A fight?
There we go. Pardon? That was a close one. Lots of stupid shit was happening there. And the video's almost done rendering. So, did you learn something? Yes, I saw equilibrium, gosh damn it, I know that word barely maintained between self and darkness. I see. then the time has almost come. Master? Do not concern yourself. Well, off with you. You have yet to finish your daily training. Yes, Master. Kilik bowed and left. The sun had set, but it appeared he still had training to do.
Your soul surges in your body.
Nice. So what's going on now? Problems to be faced. Returning to the temple, I asked the old man if I had been of help. When the time comes, all will be clear. Horan showed no signs of waking, so I had no choice but to leave him with the old man, though I wasn't sure if he could help. He seems to have been a devoted martial artist. His body is strong, so I expect he will wake up in good time. I remembered that Horan said he had trained in order to gain control of himself. Those faced with evil must face themselves. Horan knew he had darkness in his heart. Could he live with his sins? The only one with the answer was Horan. It would no doubt be a difficult question to face. You too will have to answer sooner or later. Startled, I looked at the old man. He stared at me intensely, his eyes filled with wisdom and sadness. It was as though there was nothing he didn't know. Before I knew it, I was telling him about everything that had happened to me. He listened calmly and patiently. I see. So you are another who wishes to seize their own destiny. My head began to throb, reminding me I needed to find an astral fissure. I explained that I had to go to Crorena and thanked the old man for his help with Horan. He nodded. Kilik approached me as I was preparing to leave. Hello, Ethan. Master told me to help you prepare for the treacherous mountain roads ahead. We hadn't known each other long, but I felt a connection to Kilik. I have a feeling our paths will cross again. When we do, I hope we can have a rematch. Kilik saw me off, and I began my journey to Crorena. Row! He's clearly gonna ignore you, Haley. There's a mission right there. That's actually the mission. The cart I happened across was stacked high with weapons. The gigantic man at its helm, however, appeared loath to share and demanded something from me.